so we're
with Torah Chaf-Hey. Torah Chaf-Hey. We're holding Torah Chaf-Hey in Seif Dalet. In the middle of Seif Dalet.
Here, Sham? Chaf-Hey, like this?
Israel asher b'cha yisparach. Yeah. Achva lemana. Yeah. Seif Dalet. More towards the
No,
middle.
but Dalet starts with Eve, Sham, huh?
What?
This is...
Yeah, it starts with Yeshar.
Okay.
It starts with in the middle of the in thing over here. Israel asher b'cha yisparach. This is Gavnin and Mekoimon. Where is Israel asher b'cha yisparach?
Misper Bahem,
Likutei Moharan, yeah. Israel asher b'cha yisparach.
Okay.
Ki sham pe'er Gavnin. This is where we. It says in Bishvil Zeh ha'akum te'evim l'mamon Yisrael. That's why the Goyim, have this obsession about Jews with money.
Right.
Because when the money is in the hand of a Jew, it shines.
Right.
And what shines in it is the godliness of it. Every single taiva in the world has a shorish b'kedusha. Every single taiva. Including taivas moment. Money is a very, very special thing. It's a special thing because, precious money, gold and silver, or whatever it is, they represent an astonishing concept. And what it is mobile value. A value that can move from one place to the next. And the reason why most of the world are not rich is because what they see in money is the answer to their pressures or a means of getting their dreams. Like, if I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to buy myself a yacht with a submarine and a helicopter on top. And then I'm going to go to Cannes or to Saint-Tropez and everybody's going to look at me. Right?
That's it.
You don't get money that way. The only way to get money is for what you want is money. For its own sake.
Why would somebody want money if he's not using it? If he doesn't...
Or because he has a taiva for money. The people who are rich are people who have the taiva for the money itself. That's why there's so few rich people, because it's such a stupid taiva. Everybody envies them because they figure, he can have all his dreams come true. He doesn't have any parnasa pressures.
He doesn't have to worry when he gets older.
Whatever the case may be. But the only people who get rich are people who want money. And because they want money, they have absolutely no compunction in blocking any access to their money, justly or unjustly, from anybody. No. No. The one thing the big mazel of the olam, as the Chassam Sofer said, is that the rich people, they love koved. So Mimela, you can get them to build shuls and to support the art or whatever it is that is important to that particular society. Because they love koved. If they didn't love koved, forget about it. They wouldn't give a penny to nobody. When you come to a rich person and you tell him, listen, there's a big tzvek over here.
Tzvek is meaning
There's a cause. Right. There's a great cause in here. He says, go tell it to my grandmother. Who cares? The only cause that I care about is me having more money. That's it. In order to get money out of a rich person, you have to scratch him where he itches. That's it.
It doesn't make sense because somebody who works for his money wants to have money. You think, oh, he wants to buy a bigger house, he wants to buy a bigger car, he wants to buy another house in Manhattan, he wants to buy.
Not at all.
Most people spend their money when they're rich.
Because it becomes a competition. You know, there's so much money there that, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with it? So some people are so tight-fisted, you know, they stuff all the money in the mattress and they die with millions in their mattress. They can't spend a penny. Okay, but some other people, you know, they'll spend on themselves, they'll spend whatever, because the money doesn't mean anything after a while. The money is just a means of keeping score. But the reason for the taiva of the money, the shorish for the taiva of the money, is that it represents in its root, its shorish, an unbelievable light. It's the gaiva of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's the pe'er of the Kadosh Baruch Hu. It's the glory of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But that's when it's beruchnius. When it becomes gashmius, it just becomes just money. Like one of the things that, you know, I worked at the supermarket as a cashier, and the one thing that I've never ever realized is how dirty money is. I've been handling money, physically dirty. I've been handling money all day long. You know, I must have taken something and eaten while I was working, and I got a stomach poisoning. Straight out, with 7 days I was completely off. Begashmius, it's the dirtiest thing there is. It's dirtier than a public toilet.
More people touch it than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. They take it, they fondle, whatever it is. I mean, they're healthy, they're sick, whatever it is. But people are so blinded by the intrinsic value that it represents that they forget about the physical. Beruchnius money only shines when it's by somebody else. Because then it tells you what your dreams are. It's like people who are going through midlife crisis. So when they're going through midlife crisis, especially rich people, you know, so what they do is they get rid of the old wife and they get a new wife. But it's not just the dream of rich people. Everybody that goes through midlife crisis has this attack of, whoa, what's happening to me? I'm getting older, you know, but I'm still young. I can still do it. I'm still a hunk of funk, and I can really, you know, show everybody, you know, whatever it is, and I'm attractive to young women, and or whatever it is that they think, and they figure if I'm only going to get rid of my wife, lo aleinu, you know, because when you take a look at my wife or somebody, I don't know, my wife, chas v'chalila, but you know, but anybody's wife, all you see is all the wrong things she does. You know, she doesn't this, and she doesn't do this, and she doesn't do this. And what about all the good things that she does do? Well, obviously, that's her job. I mean, for crying out loud, what do you expect? Okay? It's only when if they chas v'chalila actually act on it, and they get this new trophy wife or whatever it is, or arm candy or whatever it is, then they realize that maybe you got, in your dreams you only saw the pink stuff. You didn't see the black stuff. Everybody's a combination of good and bad. You only saw good. If I'll marry this one or whatever it is, I'll just, get rid of my wife, whatever it is, and this kind of dibyainus, I'll be rid of this and the nagging and the this and whatever it is that I'm going to be. I'll get myself somebody who really who accepts me for who I am. Right. And what about all the good stuff? Well, the good stuff. But the ruchnius, the only way that the Gavni Niloin, that the supernal colors, actually shine. סליחה, אנחנו מקליטים עכשיו, מחילה.
Excuse me.
The only way that the money actually shines b'kedusha is it's in the hand of a Jew, because a Yid is a holy being. He's a chelek elokah mima'al, even begashmis. So the minute that a Yid has money, it shines all the beauty of the intrinsic value, which is the ruchnis, that's the godliness in it. The expression of godliness in this world, because the only value there is in this world is Hashem. There's nothing else. Everything else represents value, but it's not value. The only real value, the only toiv amiti is the Kodesh Baruch Hu. That's it. The only toiv amiti is to serve a Kodesh Baruch Hu. There's nothing else. Everything else is a toiv as a borrowed name. It's good because it's pleasant, or it's good because it's fun, or it's good because it's interesting. It's good, but all these things, but it's not toiv be'etzim. The only toiv which is toiv be'etzim is a Kodesh Baruch Hu himself. That's it. Everything else which is called toiv is a derivative of the ultimate goodness itself, which is the Kodesh Baruch Hu. And you take money, which physically is nothing. It's paper, it's metal, it's nothing. It's a stone. It's nothing. How is it different than this? It's nothing. And there's this ruchnius value. It represents a value that can move from one place to the next. And if you'll notice, dafka because of this, there's never ever a movement of money between people that does not carry with it a spiritual meaning. You either give it as tzedakah, you either give it as bribe, you either give it as a matana and it creates a bond, right? You either earn it b'kedusha as masamat and be'emuna, or you steal it. But there's no such thing as money moving from one person to the next without having any kind of meaning to it. When it does, like in a lottery, whatever it is, it ruins lives on the spot. Because people are never ready for this.
Can't handle it.
So being that money is really the most abstract thing on earth, when it comes in the hand of a Jew, And it is over there in the hand of a Jew, basically, it becomes a very holy thing because you can do mitzvahs with it. In fact, the more money you spend on mitzvahs, the more valuable the mitzvahs are. You know? So in the hand of the Jew, the money is an enabler of glorious mitzvahs. This is why it shines. The goy sees it, doesn't know why. But that's what the beauty is. That's it. The Jews have all the money, you know. It's not that they have all the money. They have the beauty that the money represents. So it shines. בשביל זה עקום תבין ממון ישראל, ואף על פי שיש לעקום כסף וזהב הרבה, even though they're going to have a ton of money, תבין לדינר של יהודי, they are hungry for a Jewish coin, כאילו לא ראו ממון מעולם, as if they've never seen money in their lives. וזה מחמד שהכסף הזוב שיש תחת יד, and that's because the gold and silver, which they own, אין הגוונים מאירים. Those supernal colors do not shine in them, do not refract in them. ואין שרי המומן שלהם, and there's no chen on that money. I mean, it's just money, that's it. כי עיקר הפאר והחן, the glory and the charm of the money, לא נסגר אלא אצל ישראל. That's why the goyim are called roshim, meaning poor.
Roshim?
Rosh means impoverished. כמו הווה זהירים ברושוס, that a person needs to be very careful not to be associated with the goyish authorities too much. And what they call roshus. Roshus means the authority, but roshus also is from the root rosh, which is impoverished. Kem roshim v'aniyim, because they're impoverished and they're poor. Why? Ki en lehem ano mimamoinam, because they don't enjoy their money. Ki ilu imaniyim, as if they were poor. V'te'evim lemon Yisrael, and they're hungry for Jewish money. V'amoinam shel Yisrael, on Jewish money, shori ha'pe'er v'achen. This is where the glory and the charm is embedded. And everybody is drawn, is magnetically drawn to beauty and glory. The minute that the goy receives the Jewish money, immediately once the goy gets the Jewish money, immediately the light turns off. It's like there's a bulb there's plugged into the socket, and you want to light the other room, so you take the light out of the socket and you're trying to get to the other room, but it doesn't light it anymore. Because the minute you take it from the source, from the juice, it turns off. The minute you take the money out of the Jew, the light turns off. So all you got is, again, this Gashmish thing that so what are you going to do with it? It's a false value. It's not a real thing. To be continued.